A lot of people talk about having a black thumb. This implies that there is some characteristic about them preventing plants and their care from growing, like they emit some sort of herbicidal waves from their brains. This just simply isn't true. No, the problem is you. Now, I'm not calling anyone a plant murderer. Murder requires intent, and that, as a result, requires you to do something. And let's face it, they really didn't do anything. So most likely, you're a plant manslaughterer. Reckless indifference, if you will. This is maybe not entirely your fault. Most people who get labeled as having a black thumb are given a cactus or a spider plant or some succulent they got on sale someplace with the exact instructions, "Oh, don't worry, you can't possibly kill this." And of course, they're wrong. You see, once you take a plant out of its natural environment, you get to be nature. And if your version of nature is a dark, dry environment, well... Or maybe you're the type of person that loves too much. Maybe you just water them as an outward sign of your love, not knowing plants can drown. And no, this plant didn't actually get overwatered. It died because of a frost, but I didn't have any plants lying around I could kill by overwatering them slowly. Additionally, by the time you see any signs of trouble in these types of plants, they're pretty much dead. So no, I don't think it's incurable, but you have to start with a plant that wants to live. Something that shows you when it needs something. Something that gives you a consumable product. Something weed-like. You know, basil. Let's make this easy on everyone. Go to your local supermarket and find a suitable plant. They'll most likely be sad. These care instructions are, well, optimistic. You'll note they stuck like 5 plants in this container where a normal human would have put 1. This maximizes the chances that you get something to take home and kill, I mean nurture. You'll need a pot, a drain tray, some potting mix, and water to start. First, let's put this in a bigger pot. Grab a 7+ quart pot and put some potting mix in it about halfway up. Now, carefully take your basil plant out of this small pot, gently break up the root ball by massaging it, and then place it in a larger pot. Then add more potting mix to cover the original soil. Add some water until a little bit comes out the bottom. Now here's where you lose the black thumb. You're going to put the plant where it has a light. A window, sunroom, or point a light at it. Your call. Make sure you see this plant regularly. Put some water in a watering can or any container really next to the plant. Every 4 to 7 days, you're going to water the plant just like you did before, so a little bit comes out the bottom. Once it gets bushy with leaves, you're going to snip the top stems to harvest them. Notice you're not pulling off the leaves. You do this because it prevents the plant from flowering and causes the plant to get more leaves, which is what you're going to eat. So harvest regular. And if you can't use them right away, dry and store them, or sizzle them in some oil and save the oil for pizza and tons of other uses. About 4 to 6 months later, your plant will start to get yellow. The soil's out of nutrients and it's time to use fertilizer. You might run out for some Miracle-Gro, but that's really made to keep other types of houseplants alive, so we'll use some inexpensive hydroponic nutrients. Just mix as directed, at medium strength, and water as usual. And look at the result. Plump, fresh leaves. Not like this grocery store sadness. Look at this. It's like biting into a steak and finding out it was liver-flavored tofu. Just no. So, what can we do with this stuff? Well, let's make a whole mess of pesto. But that'll have to wait for the next video. So until then, maybe subscribe. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below, email us, contact us. Go check out the blog post if you want to see any of the stuff we used, and thanks again for watching.